Hi guys, welcome to this video about typosquatting and especially typosquatting in cryptocurrency, where a lot of people or some people are trying to steal money from you. This has been around for quite some time, and I'm showing you some possibilities how to protect yourself against this behavior. A lot of people, a lot of channels have been reporting about typosquatting, but they didn't deliver solutions. But actually there are many solutions against that, and you can really well protect yourself against that. So this just based on my experience, but I have been doing pretty well regarding that, and I will show you all the ways I've been using to protect myself. So what it is it actually, this is a way that people are creating websites which sounds similar to famous websites, and people are misled or misguided to these websites by five kind of things. First, common misspelling or misspelling based on typos, different phrase domain, different top level domain, abuse of country code, and so on. So okay, so how can this happen? Well, let's first start actually with the recent report on Cap, and they have been reporting that I think 200 bitcoins have been stolen over the last 4 years with typosquatting. So that sounds pretty crazy, but I mean 200 bitcoins in 4 years in total, I think that's not so much, and it surprises me actually that it didn't happen more. So here we have some examples of typosquatting. That's a German website. I haven't found one in English, but basically how this works, I will put down the link of this website into the description so you can use it from here. You enter, let's say, something in English, and then the site will check for similar websites. So of course, let's try with the most famous exchange like Binance.com, and we start the search, and as you can see there are a lot of similar websites. So this could either be legit. I mean, maybe some people, they don't know about Binance, they don't know about cryptocurrency, and this maybe is the part of the first name and something of the last name, and it could be just coincidence that happens. But it could be that cyber criminals have created these websites and copied the code, at least copied the appearance from Binance. So when you go, let's say maybe on Binance instead of Binance, it might look exactly the same. It has maybe something where you can enter the password or your user ID and then password. And so what they do then, they copy these things, and in the background they are logging in into the real Binance, and you are just logged in into Binance, and they log in into Binance and access your account, and then they transfer all the bitcoins and all the currencies you have. Okay, so this is the thing how they are doing that. So I mean, there can also be other reasons to choose a name like this. It doesn't have to be cybercrime. They could use such a name just to attract people to sell something total different, but maybe they want to attract the same people, like young rich men, or rich, young men, or at least men with some financial capacity, or some wealth. And I've been trying now some websites. I've been clicking on these. I'm in a sandbox here. That shouldn't happen anything. It could be also that these sites are used to spread viruses or Trojan horses, or there are a lot of things. So I was clicking on, that's the first thing. So that's instead of hit BTC, the other exchange, that's perfumes or something like that. So it doesn't make too much sense, because there are mainly men in crypto space. There are some women, but it looks like it's just, maybe this is really just coincidence. And let's go to the next one. That's instead of Binance, it's Inance. Maybe this could be something. I hope YouTube doesn't block me because of these pictures. Maybe I'm trying to get to the next page. This really, the page which I have been now, that could be something. They have probably the same, they are looking for the same people, like men, young men with some money and so on. So okay, but at least it doesn't look like dangerous. So the next one, that's something else. Can't remember what it was. Binance with, also it was really close, but not really Binance. And now let's actually now come to solutions. That's the first solution. Instead of invoking the website, I had McAfee warning me and telling me, oops, that's probably not the website you have been wanting to go to. And they asked me, so if I really want to accept the risk and proceed. So that's the McAfee Web Advisor. That's a plugin in Google Chrome. I will put down the link as well. It's totally free. It's a really good advice to install that, and it has saved me a lot of times from going onto doubtful websites. So sometimes it asks, even when you want, when it's a legit website, because maybe one user was warning about that, but usually it's pretty good. So accuracy is probably 99% or something like that. That's really good. I really like the McAfee Web Advisor. Then what do we have? We have the coin market cap. Why do I show it to you? If you want to go to a crypto exchange, you can type in here Binance, and then you have the Binance coin, and you also have the exchange. You click on that, and here you have the website. So if you click from here to Binance, so you have probably a 99.999% security to get to the right site. You never know, there's always a remaining slight risk, but it's really small. I highly recommend to do that, especially for exchanges which are changing the name constantly, like Huobi. They have had this Huobi, and then Huobi International, and then Huobi Pro, and Huobi, I don't know. So they change the name all the time, and you're never sure, is it the right name? So Here you can do the same for Huobi, and that's really a good thing. So let's go. Yeah, that's the site which I've been already showing to you. And here we have another possibility to protect yourself. That's a password manager. I mean, you can use either the password manager from Google or something which I recommend more, like KeePass or Dashlane, which is separate. So if somebody gets into your Google account, they don't have all the stored passwords as well. So this is a different thing, different password, different authorization, and so on. And it's really good. And the thing is, when you want to log in here, when you click on login, then what happens, that Dashlane is checking if they have stored a password, and you don't have to enter password. There will be something on the right side, I think a green icon, and it will tell, okay, you have a stored password for this site. And if you make a typo and get to another site, so Dashlane, KeePass, or other password managers, they will tell you, hey, we don't have a password for this site. So, and that makes you really suspicious. I mean, and you think you realize that you're probably on the wrong site because there's no stored password for this site. So that's also a good thing. And the last thing which I really highly recommend to you, especially for crypto exchanges, is the 2FA, like two-factor authentication. However you do that, but one of the best possibilities to do that is with Auth. They have a Google Chrome extension, and you can there get the two-factor authentication key. And when you first log in into your exchange like Binance, you enter your Gmail, like your email address, and then you enter your password, and after that it asks you for 2FA, and you click on Auth here on your installed extensions, and then before Auth will give you the code to enter the site, Auth will check if you are logged in into the correct website. Let's say if you are logged in into Binance, or I don't know, just not the right website, Auth will tell you, hey, I can give you the code, but I'm telling you now that you are not logged in to this exchange or to this website. Do you really want to use this code? And then you can double check, and that's an additional security. So there are a lot of possibilities how to double, triple check that you can make sure that you're on the right side. So a lot of things, and I have been checking other YouTube channels, and a lot of them don't tell you about these things, and I was really surprised. So I thought it's really necessary to make this video and tell you everything if you not already have these security measures in place. So that's it for now. I hope I was able to help you a little bit. If you have any questions, doubts, comments, other possibilities, just write down to the feedback area, and it will be always interesting to talk about these things. Maybe you have even better solutions. That would be really interesting. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.